I had the great honor and opportunity at the Sochi Olympics 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago to the day. And Vladislav Tretiak, the great goalie, who was pulled at the end of the first period, and they brought in Mishkin, and that's how, we wound up winning the game, in effect. So Tretiak was, in fact, he lit the cauldron that night on the opening ceremony in Sochi. And I said, is there any way we can get him into the studio? And we did. And he came in, and we had an interpreter, but he spoke English well enough so that I was able to talk to him about that. And I'll never forget him saying that the American hockey is, these guys created it, and everybody playing hockey in this country right now owes a tremendous debt to that team. And I said to him, you guys won, constantly. You weren't in a position where you really ever lost anything that was serious or big. And what was it that you guys are thinking as you're waiting on the blue line for the ceremonial handshake at the end of the game, and the U.S. team, and they're going so wild that nobody's even standing up. They're all falling over each other on the ice. And Tretiak said, they looked like the happiest people in the world. We wished we were them. I thought that was great. And then the other thing I got to do, when Tretiak came into the studio in Sochi, by chance, Dan Patrick was doing a show simultaneous with ours, and Jonathan Quick, the Kings goalie, was in the building, and he was going to go on Dan's show, and Jonathan had won the Stanley Cup 2 years prior. And I ran into Quick, and I said, would you like to meet Vladislav Tretiak? And his eyes got wide. He goes, of course. And I almost felt, in a way, I think I wrote this in the book, it was almost like introducing Derek Jeter to Babe Ruth. It was a lot of fun.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.